Hello, my name is Tiffany Chang, and this is Conductor as CEO, where I take ideas from other industries and share how we can apply them as arts leaders. I imagine a world where leaders help people thrive, feeling more valued, seen, and fulfilled, while knowing that their work truly matters. Empowering people to do their best, putting people's needs above one's own, uplifting people through challenges, unlocking individual potential and purpose, and giving people ownership for their work. These are signature characteristics of servant leaders. These servant leaders turn the traditional leadership model and power dynamics on its head. Their primary goal is to serve people placed in their care, instead of asserting authority. They serve with humility without wanting to take credit. And they value ethics over profit. The people are the center of their focus. Francis Fry and Anne Morris aptly describes this phenomenon when they said, "Leadership is about making others better as a result of our presence and in a way that lasts into our absence." As a conductor, I wholeheartedly identify as a servant leader. It feels right, and I'm proud of it. At the same time, servant leadership is often misunderstood. I read an article which outlines where some of this confusion lies. And here are the three that stood out to me in describing how I'm usually perceived and judged as a servant leader. Number one, servant leaders are doormats, that they're pushovers for employees to take advantage of them. Number two, servant leaders are subservient, slaves to their environment. Hence, submissive, passive, and unassertive. And three, servant leaders are weak leaders, or soft, because they want to serve. Therefore, they can't handle tough decisions or work bullies, or deal with high pressure or conflict. For me, these three perceptions suck away my confidence. They erode my conviction, and they inject doubt. A servant leader's philosophy is based on service. And I realize that the powerful qualities of service are also what makes it difficult to grasp as a concept. When I aim to serve my people, there's no single formula that will work every single time. That's because the people are often different each time. And what the people need constantly changes. Even if the people remain the same, the circumstances may change, and my leadership strategies would then also need to adapt. So the need for servant leaderships to constantly adapt their strategies and approaches leads to operating much of the time in a state of uncertainty. This is inherently a very uncomfortable state for the leader, for the people being led, and for the observers in the sidelines. Servant leadership also has a kind of flexibility that is extremely positive in theory, in the sense that servant leaders tailor-make their approaches to the specific people, resulting in effective leadership. However, this same flexibility makes the leadership style challenging to codify and generalize. There is no step-by-step guide, and it is not an accident that most literature on servant leadership uses phrases like 5 characteristics of servant leadership, the 4 core values, the 10 dimensions, or the 16 principles. And they use these words as attempts to describe the leadership style. And these elements are more conceptual than practical. The reality is that operating within servant leadership involves experimentation over time. It requires faith in a set of principles rather than a user manual passed down from leader to leader. It demands emotional labor to care for others and a degree of vulnerability to accept that the leader's ego is the least important item in the room. These are challenging ideas for us to grapple with. And criticism of servant leadership is perhaps more of a fear response to the discomfort in that challenge, rather than a critique of the leadership style itself. If these ideas resonate with you, please consider signing up in the link below to receive an email with each new blog post sent directly to your inbox. Thank you and have a great day.